Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Following the mass shooting at Club Q in Colorado Springs, we're getting reaction from a local leader in the LGBT community.
But first, here at 11, we have a check of the weather as we get ready for the Thanksgiving holiday.
Let's get over to Brian with a look at what we can expect for the week ahead. Hey, Brian.
Hey there, Pamela and Sandra. Good evening, everyone. The good news is the dry weather is going to be sticking around for at least the next couple of days, and we do have a warm-up on the way as we head into the Thanksgiving holiday as well. Tower cam from Windsor looking across the river into downtown Detroit. We have kept a little bit of cloud cover working throughout the late evening hours tonight. Sitting at 18 right now here in Detroit, 20 over in Howell as well as in Pontiac, and sitting also at 20 working into Adrian. But the wind chills are the bigger story. It's still a little breezy outside, so what it feels like compared to the actual air temperature, it's the teens to the single digits, feeling like 8 right now at Metro Airport and 5 degrees above 0 over in Ann Arbor. It's going to be another cold night tonight, but we start to warm things up looking ahead into our Monday. Keeping a little bit of that cloud cover around for a good portion of the state. The good news, the lake effect snow machine for the western end of the state is all done for now. I am going to keep a filtered sunshine into the forecast for our Monday. 20s early, 30s by lunchtime, on our way into the low 40s tomorrow afternoon, but sustained winds will be up to 25 miles an hour with gusts upwards of 35 miles an hour tomorrow as well. We'll talk about how warm things are going to get heading into Thanksgiving and our next chance of rain heading our way. Your complete full warn forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
A community is in mourning tonight after a deadly mass shooting in an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Tonight, we know at least 5 people were killed, more than 24 hurt when a gunman walked into Club Q and opened fire. The suspected gunman now in custody at this hour. He is 22-year-old Anderson Aldrich. He's facing multiple charges. His motive remains under investigation right now, and we know the mourning has just begun.
Not letting fear win. You know, that's what I feel people who do these types of things would want you to do, to run inside and hide. And ultimately, if you do those things, it's letting them win. I know that my friends that we lost wouldn't want that.
Meantime, LGBTQ plus advocates gathered in Orlando to stand for the victims of the Club Q mass shooting in Colorado Springs on Sunday. They gathered at the site of the interim memorial for the Pulse nightclub, where a gunman killed 49 people 6 years ago. Here at home, local LGBTQ plus organizations are reacting tonight to the devastating tragedy in Colorado.
As Victor Williams shows us, this community is hurting right now as they begin to process what happened.
Well, it's been just a few hours since America's latest mass shooting rocked the entire nation. And for so many, the thoughts and hearts and prayers are with the victims and their families.
I can only imagine how the families are feeling now. I'm hurt.
LGBT Detroit Executive Director Azair Kwebena says it's a shame that 5 people lost their lives while just trying to have a good time at Club Q in Colorado Springs.
I feel really sad because nightclubs are one of the few places where gay and lesbian people go to for freedom. And when I heard about the shooting, I just thought about how that just got disrupted.
25 people were also injured by the 22-year-old gunman at the LGBT nightclub before the shooter was taken down. But many are asking the question as to why this keeps happening.
Just ridiculously insane, harmful people, you know, making it unsafe for the rest of us to contribute to society.
Sadly, this is another tragic reminder of all the violence in the country. It's been 6 years since the shooting at Pulse nightclub in Orlando, when 49 people were killed by a gunman in a similar fashion.
The Pulse shooting in Florida really upset me. I know that these occurrences could happen anytime again. For LGBT people, they are another specialized group that is targeted by violence.
There are worries and fears of something as horrible as that happening right here at home. Looks like the LGBT Detroit location was vandalized in just the last few hours by someone wanting to send a message.
Just tonight, walking in this space, I am a victim of some kind of attempt to intimidate, to disrupt, to cause harm. It just sends a horrible message that people aren't welcome, and as a result, people leave.
And Kwebena would like to send his condolences to the families of the victims. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Victor. Temperatures beginning to dip and residents at an Oakland County apartment complex are without heat. This is happening at the Waterford Square apartments. People living there say they've been without heat for weeks. Residents tell us management has given them space heaters, but using them for long blows a fuse. Management also says it's a boiler problem and they think they can fix it.
Saturday, I get a text from the office saying that they're aware of no heat in our building and they're going to get somebody out today to fix it, which was Saturday. Here we are Sunday and nothing. And they won't take nothing off of our rent.
And that is Amanda. She says she's concerned about the entire building using space heaters. She's also worried a fire could start. We have reached out to the spokesperson there for the complex. We are still waiting to hear back.
We have sad news to report tonight. A Royal Oak District Court judge has died. The Royal Oak Police Department announced the death of Judge Jamie Wittenberg of the 44th District Court. No word on a cause of death. Funeral services are set for Tuesday at Dorfman Chapel on Woodward in Ferndale. Wittenberg was 48 years old.
A stretch of I-94 now set to reopen in Detroit after a weekend construction closure. MDOT says westbound I-94 will reopen from I-75 to the Lodge. The eastbound lanes will also reopen from I-96 to I-75. Crews we know have been working on the 2nd Avenue Bridge in Grand River. Both sides of the freeway will be back open by 5 Monday morning for the Monday morning commute. Well, as you know, the Lions were on the road today, but there was still football going on at Ford Field.
That's right. Thousands of fans made the trip for the Buffalo Bills battle with the Cleveland Browns. The game, originally scheduled to be played in New York, was moved to the Motor City after a severe snowstorm. About 56,000 tickets were sold within a matter of hours. Hobie's going to have the highlights of tonight's game later on in Final Edition. And a reminder, the Bills will play the Lions in the annual Thanksgiving Day game. Still much more to come here on Local 4 News at 11.
Here's Grant.
He thought he just had a cold and a bad headache, but he ended up in the ICU after having a seizure. Well, now his mom is talking to us from the hospital with a warning for parents and students at the U of M.